So, welcome everyone to our midweek exhale. Thank you so much for taking a sigh with me then and just helping me to settle into my seat and into the space. If you want to do a couple more of those sighs whilst I'm speaking, then I'm sure your physiology will respond with a little smile. So, my name is Sharyn, and I am here hosting the Midweek Exhale with my wonderful colleague Marie. And as ever, we're going to lead you in a series of 4 breathworks. These breathworks are all breath styles that you would learn to facilitate if you were doing our breath coach training, which is slightly different to our breathwork facilitator training, where we focus much more on the facilitating and conscious connected breathwork, which is a transformational breathwork. So tonight we're going to focus on the different breaths that we might do in our breath coach training. And the way that we're going to host the session is we are going to lead with an introduction to the breath. And then we are going to allow you 6 minutes to actually be in your own space with the breath, experiencing the impact of the breath for your very self, building a relationship with your own breath. And then there'll be a moment, 2 minutes actually, then be 2 minutes of silence. And in that 2 minutes of silence, it's a time for you just to well, maybe be with the silence. Maybe there might be some integration. Maybe you might notice some differences between before and after the breath. And it gives you just a time for you to check in with how you are, who you are in that moment. And then we'll do that all over again with a different breath. We'll introduce the breath, we'll experience the breath, we'll reflect on the breath. And we do that 4 times. And this is our invitation for you to just unwind, spend some time with the breath, and have an exhale in the middle of the week. So you don't have to be on the go for the next hour. You can just be who you are, where you are right now. So I think without further ado, if you would like to make yourselves comfortable, I would suggest that you are seated or lying down to practice these breaths. But if you do feel like moving, then please let that into your space. We are eager for you to be comfortable above all else. So adjust your space, adjust yourself to make sure that this is like a real treat. I would love it to be a real treat in your evening. Okay, so let's make a start as we always do by becoming aware of our breath. So just noticing for a little while how the breath is moving through your body. Imagine it's like greeting a friend. Say hello to your breath. Take the time to be there with your breath. And notice as you just take this time, notice what you notice. Perhaps your body is speaking to you. Perhaps you can feel some tension. Maybe pain. Maybe discomfort. You might feel like moving, and bringing some relief. And just stay in communication. You, your breath, and your body. And as you begin to quieten, you might notice thoughts that perhaps your to-do list or your activities of the day were just a little bit louder, so you hadn't had the chance to just hear what was going on in your wonderful mind. And as you listen to those thoughts, as you witness and hear those thoughts, there might be some that you maybe want to set aside until later. And we're not avoiding here, we're saying, okay, I hear you, but I'm going to just do this hour, and then I'll be around and can maybe deal. And as you do that, just notice what emotions arise for you in this place.
There is.
And notice how your breath has changed as you just spent some time with it and just welcomed the breath into the space, welcomed your conscious awareness of the breath. Allowed some space between whatever you were doing before you arrived. And this little time of review of where you are right now. how you are right now. And just allow yourself to be here without any judgment, but witnessing everything, noticing everything, and giving yourself permission to be there in that space, whatever that is. And as the track comes to an end, we invite our first time of silent reflection. I invite you to consider all the different bodies that we've invited in to join us with the breath today.
And as the silence comes to an end, just reflect on how that silence felt for you this week.